Okay, let's talk about the Mechanical Artisan, which is an amazingly useful bit of automation kit. To get the Artisan to work, you need the designer's workshop and you need these blank patterns. They are made from creosote oil, paper and lapis lazuli in the designer's workshop. And you can use these blank patterns to make the engineer's blueprints, which you will need. And you can make it into these machine blueprints later, but the blank pattern in and on itself, you can put in here. And if you connect workstations together, you can see for each of those there is a pattern here. And here is a valid recipe. I can click on this pattern and now I have a design pattern. And if I hold Shift, this design pattern will change into the item it encodes. Which wasn't too useful, but we'll take that with me. Now, to the Mechanical Artisan. Let's quickly teleport to the old base. And there is my big Mechanical Artisan setup. You have the Mechanical Artisan block, which is this thing on top. And then you have the support structure. The block on top has space for a workshop. You need to insert a workshop so that it knows what kind of recipes it can do. Then you have an upgrade row. Sadly, only the speed upgrade seems to work. There are other upgrades, but I didn't get them to work so far. Then you have the pattern tab. And in here, you can put the pattern. This one won't work because this pattern is incompatible with the engineer's workshop. I would need to put in a planner's workshop. Then you have this row, which tells the machine how it is to handle the products of the design pattern. If you click here, it will eject them. The usual mode is keep, and that will just fill these spots with the arrows here with the things it is programmed to create. And once this is full, it stops creating them. If you click it once, then it will try and output the products into the next available inventory. If you click it again, it says inventory. And that means that the products that it made will be transferred to its internal inventory, which is this. If you put in an item here, it will create first a ghost and block this inventory space if you locked the inventory. In the beginning, this inventory is unlocked, but I would strongly advise you to lock this inventory because the machine doesn't know when to stop and it will fill up on stuff that it's not used. So it's very important to lock this inventory and manually program in the items it needs. Then there's liquids. Again, you can lock the liquid tanks, and it also has input and output tanks. Technically, here is an upgrade slot, but so far I have not found a usable upgrade in this item slot. And it has two modes. It has fill and drain, because you can use workshops that produce liquids. And if you don't drain them, they will sit in this inventory. And then there is the tool slot. Depending on what workshop you put in here, it will need tools. And I would suggest you use the most durable tools. Here I've used platinum tools. Diamond tools are also good. Also, you can use multiple sets. You have 12 spots that you can fill with tools, and it will use the first tools in row until they are destroyed, and then it uses the next set of tools. Theoretically, there is an upgrade you should be able to place here that auto repairs the tools for like 200% energy cost, which at the point you get a mechanical artisan should be pretty much for free, but this upgrade seems to be disabled. So how does the mechanical artisan though get items in its inventory? This is where the support structure comes in. The support structure can be used to insert and extract items automatically. Also liquids and power. As you can see, I just put in a hopper. This one has iron mechanical components, and because I locked the inventory, there's only one stack of iron mechanical components in there. And as they are used, let's just take this. You can see here there's a ghost, and now it is working. It takes 4 of those, and the hopper resupplies this. With the upgrade, the wooden hopper is a bit slow, but oh well. Now you notice that there are redstone engineering blocks and light engineering blocks. These two depend on each other. As you can see, I need a redstone engineering block to make a light engineering block. This will be taken into account by the machine, and it goes through these patterns in sequence. So it will first, every time this crafts, it will first try to craft a piston, then it will try to craft a light engineering block, and then we'll try to craft an electric engineering blocks. And if any one of those is not there, it will try to craft the next. So here you can see it makes less redstone engineering blocks. It uses up redstone engineering blocks, and when the next craft comes, takes one until there are none left. And then it'll try to make those. If you arrange them differently, it can make multiple crafts at once. But I didn't want to do that. Same goes for liquid. As you can see here, I put in lava at the bottom, just fill it in. And the same with power. somewhere, yeah, there is just an immersive engineering power socket, and it puts power in. So the thing to keep in mind is to set up all the routing to feed the mechanical artisan, which isn't that easy. You'll need tons of copper gears and you'll tons of iron mechanical components, which is also tons of copper. So you should set so you need to set up a larger infrastructure to feed this thing. But once you've got this, it's a very, very convenient way to craft items that you don't need all the time, but when you needed them, you need them in larger numbers, like the engineering blocks, like pistons and such. So it takes a while to set up, but it is definitely useful.